What is up, guys? TKF here. Something you were not expecting, unless of course you saw my last video. Here is a Wi-Fi battle. Now I know I've posted this one before, it's the only one that I've got at the moment, so I want to post it up, get some fresh commentary on it. So this is against BetterEdThanSmeg, and for those COD subscribers, pay attention. So I'm going to lead off with my Swampert here, as Ed is going to choose to lead out with his Sandslash. Obviously it's going to be a bad matchup for him, seeing as I do have the water type stab. So he's going to be scared out and he's going to go straight out into Tentacle, predicting my water type move. Obviously being a water type, he's going to be able to resist that. I actually opt to go for the Ice Beam though, seeing as man, Sandslash is actually weak to ice type moves as well, being part ground. I'm just going to opt to hit him with that. He does bring in his Tentacle rather safely though, and I stay in here going to lay up the rocks, thinking he can't really have much to hurt me, but he's actually going to be one of those kind of offsets and carry the Giga Drain, which completely caught me by surprise. Going to get a critical hit as well, 4 times super effective. I don't really know if it would have mattered in the long run, but that's going to take me out before I get a chance to set up my rock, so that's very disappointing. But now I'm going to bring in Zapdos. I know I can scare him out with the electric type move. I know he's going to go into Scizor because it would be safe for the ice and it would be safe for the electric as well, so I'm actually going to predict that. Go straight for the Heat Wave. It's going to be 4 times super effective. Thankfully it doesn't miss, and I'm going to be able to OHKO his Scizor, which is just absolutely amazing. If he was a banded user, that could have come in and really destroyed my team. Or, you know, if it was the setup type, he could have come in late and potentially gone through the rest of my team. So now he's going to bring in Tentacle again. I'm not going to want to stay and hit him with the T-Bolt, seeing as they are usually specially defensive. So I'm going to switch it to my own wall, which is going to be my Porygon 2 right here. I do manage to trace his Liquid Ooze as well, which is brilliant. He's going to hit me with an Ice Beam. It's really not going to do much damage to me, seeing as I am in a Violet variant, specially defensive as well, I believe. So I'm going to be able to take that very well. So now he's going to switch out into his Haxorus. I've seen his team, and a lot of things on his team are weak to ice. So I'm actually going to hit with the Ice Beam. I think here is actually predicting me to go for the Thunderbolt, seeing as I am a Bolt Beam set. So I'm going to hit him with that Ice Beam. It's going to deal super effective damage. It's going to bring him down pretty low. I want to say that deals over 75%, so that's a really good hit for me, especially coming from an Porygon 2, it's unstabbed. So now I'm going to switch out into Zapdos, knowing that he's probably just going to want to hit me with Dragon type stab, and I'm pretty confident I can take at least one. But he actually goes for the Endure, which leads me to believe he's going to be a berry set, maybe a Salic Berry or something. So he's going to go for it again. I know he is. There's absolutely nothing I can do about it. I'm going to hit him with a T-Bolt, not the Hidden Power Ice, just in case he wants to switch, but he's just going to stay in. He's obviously going to live because he went for the Endure, which means he's going to live at 1 HP. He is indeed a Salic Berry set, so he is going to have his speed doubled. And he's going to be able to hit me with that Dragon Claw, and it's actually going to do a lot of damage, since he did confirm this is an Adamant Haxorus. An Adamant Stab Dragon Claw is ridiculous coming from this thing. However, I'm going to be able to finish it off with Hidden Power Ice right here, so that's no worries to me. Although I do lose a good portion of my HP, which is slightly worrying. But what can you do? End of the day. So anyway, now he's going to go ahead and bring in his Sandslash again. I'm just going to hit it with a Hidden Power Ice. I know that he could hit me with a Stone Edge if he does carry it. I was actually predicting him to be a defensive set, you know, like the standard defense set with Stealth Rocks and Rapid Spin and whatnot, but he's actually a Choice Band variant, and he's going to hit me with a Choice Banded Stone Edge, and that is going to completely destroy me. Even at full HP, that might have a good chance of taking me out just from random in-head damage calculations. I'm a little bit rusty with that, but you know. So I'm just going to bring in Azelf here, hard hitting. It's actually nicknamed that for psychological reasons. It is actually an expert belt set as opposed to a choice set, but I do bluff the choice set, so now he might think that I'm choiced into Psychic, whereas I'm actually not. So I'm going to be able to take out his Sandslash with that Psychic. I'm just going to obviously stay in with Azelf now. I'm going to U-turn here. I could have stayed in to T-Bolt him, but I kind of figured I have better things to deal with it, and I don't really want to sacrifice my Azelf. It's only mid-game. So I'm going to switch out into my Gastrodon, which is a perfect counter to this Gyarados. The only thing he can do is Hydro Bump me, which obviously I'm immune to because of Storm Drain. I'm actually going to get the +1 special attack for that. But he really couldn't do anything anyway. I absorb all of his water type moves. Anything else is likely to be unstabbed unless he has Hidden Power Grass, which is highly unlikely. So here I'm going to predict the obvious switch and just go for the Earth Power. I am at +1 special attack, so that will deal very good damage. Brings it down to under half, which is amazing. Although I do know he does carry Giga Drain on this set, so I am definitely going to want to switch, being part water, part ground. I'm 4 times weak to that. So I'm going to get on out of there, go back into my Porygon 2. I know from past experience in this battle that my Porygon can deal with this thing really, really well, seeing as it doesn't really have a good stab type move to hit me with, and I have just traced his Liquid Ooze. So because of that, because he used Giga Drain gaining HP, it will actually deal damage to him as well, which is absolutely amazing. Going to be able to get that residual damage off on him. Well, it's not really residual, but you know, it would have been if he'd have continued to go for Giga Drain. So he's going to hit me with a Surf here. It's his strongest stab move. Why else not? I'm just going to say an Ice Beam. I actually make a bit of an over prediction here. It doesn't really matter too much. It doesn't cost me anything. You know, I am in a safe position to be predicting, so that's absolutely fine. So he's going to go for an Ice Beam here, maybe thinking it might deal a bit more damage or predict the switch, but actually doesn't. And I'll go for the Thunder Wave here. See, he does have this Landorus, and I'm kind of scared that he's going to bring that out, which is why I'm going for the Ice Beam. And stupidly, I just go for the Thunder Wave. I'm thinking the Thunderbolt's not really going to do too much, and if he does bring it in, you know, hey, I went for it. But whatever, there really was no point for me to do that. But anyway, I'm just going to take this opportunity to recover up. Again, just making sure he doesn't want to switch, and if he does, at least I'll get my HP back, and I won't be wasting a move like Thunderbolt. But now that I've seen he is pretty much adamant in staying in and trying to fodder off his Tentacle right here, I'm just going to probably go for the T-Bolt right here. Yes, I do. So I'm going to hit him with that. Super effective, but thanks to Tentacle's kind of high base special defense, it's going to take that. Actually, not too good. Do get a crit though, so it will deal double damage, but anyway, good effort by Porygon. Gonna hit me with a nice beam. Again, really not going to do that much. I think he was kind of hoping for the freeze hacks at this point. Unfortunately, he's not going to get it, which means I am going to be able to 2-hit KO him. Now, this was funny. We were actually talking over Skype, and I went for the Ice Beam, just being funny, and in case Landorus came in. It doesn't take it out, which is really a pain in the ass. But it really doesn't hurt me in the long run, so it's absolutely fine. So now I know he's probably not going to want to switch, so I'm just going to go for the Thunderbolt. Why would he switch now? It does kind of seem silly. So I'm just going to take him out with that Thunderbolt, and that does leave his Landorus to come in. I am slightly threatened by this thing, seeing as it could deal massive damage to all of my Pokemon. So he's just going to bring it in. Now I go for the Focus Blast. I was not expecting that. I expected it to be physical with Earthquake or whatnot. But fortunately for me, he's going to miss his Focus Blast. I might have been able to take one if he wasn't a Specs variant, but because I do have the 4x super effective Ice Beam, it being flying and ground, I'm going to be able to take that out, no problem. And he's going to have to bring in his last poke, which is going to be his Choice Specs Gyarados. So I didn't actually find that out till late on in the battle, but he is indeed a Specs variant. So he's going to try and hit me with that Specs Hydro Pump. It does hit, and if I'm thinking so, it will do decent damage. It doesn't really do that much, seeing as I'm a Violet and, you know, I'm a Porygon 2, but that does decent amount considering I'm a Porygon 2, but it's Specs. Just going to hit him with that Thunderbolt. It's going to be 4x super effective, part flying, part water, and it doesn't kill. It lives with the smallest amount of HP. Going to be able to cripple it though. I get that 10% power, and I'm going to be able to finish him off there with an Ice Beam dealing neutral damage. So that will be the game. So for those of you Call of Duty fans out there, I really hope you enjoyed this battle. Thanks again, Ed, for the battle, and to my Pokemon subscribers and viewers, I just want to say I'm back. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll catch you guys later. Deuces.